This is an express review of the Gorilla 450. The bike uses the same LED headlamps that is standard across all RE bikes. She gets the same LED indicators. The Gorilla comes with a 17-inch front wheels which are 120 by 70 wide profile tubeless tires. She gets a 43 mm telescopic suspensions. The fuel tank can hold over 11 liters of fuel, and the paint schemes across the bike are very unique and attractive. She gets a decently sized radiator with an exposed radiator cap. The bike has the same engine as a Himalayan, which is a liquid cooled 452cc engine producing about 40 brake horsepower and 40 Nm of torque with a 6-speed manual gearbox. The bike has a linkage type rear mono suspensions by Showa. It has a uniquely styled short exhaust which produces a decent note. The bike has a tail lamp integrated with the indicators. The rear tire is a 17-inch 160 by 60 wide profile tubeless tires with a bespoke tread pattern. It comes with a bi-way braking kit which has 240 disc at the back and 320 mm rotor at the front. This is the left side view of the bike. The barn mirrors give an illusion of a wide handle. She gets the same switches which are present on the Himalayan with the joystick to toggle through options on the TFT display. You get a switch to shift through different ride modes. This is an overview of the bike. Now let's get to the ride review.
This is a ride review of the Gorilla 450 bike. Now let's start the bike. Let's hear the exhaust once. It's not very loud, but yeah, it's not loud, but yeah, it does pack a punch. Now let's launch it. There's traffic ahead of me. Go. Man, oh man, this bike picks up. This bike does have a lot of power. It's a 450cc single cylinder liquid cooled engine. It's the it's the first engine produced by Royal Enfield, liquid cooled engine produced by Royal Enfield, and it is on the second bike of theirs. The first one is a Himalayan, and it's the same engine. There is no change in power, no change in torque. It's the same bike but it's the same engine but on a different bike. This is a Gorilla 450, and trust me, this bike is really good. It has the same power, and maneuvering this in traffic is, trust me, really easy. It's a lightweight bike as compared to the GT that I own. It's lightweight, and I've got used to maneuvering GT in traffic. The horn could have been better. Yeah, the horn could have been better. Maneuvering GT in traffic. So you see that's the power, man. It immediately launches. The suspensions, I'm not so happy. Again, I'm not happy with my bike as well because it doesn't give you the plush ride. There are the bumps that you feel, so they're decent. Taking a U-turn is really easy with this bike. I mean, yeah, that's the U-turn. It has a really small turning radius, and the power, man, it has really amazing power. Oh no, it's raining, it's drizzling, and I'm doing a review. It really packs a lot of punch. The maneuvering is really good in the bike. It's lightweight, so it's lightweight in the sense, for a 450cc bike, it is decently lightweight. So this was a ride review of the Gorilla 450.